How's it going, film and TV fans? Welcome back to another review on the Off the Cuff Film Reviews YouTube channel. Today we are looking at a 2022 movie, one of the ones to come out recently, at least on Blu-ray and DVD in United Kingdom, and one that I do have. I bought the Blu-ray of because it was one of my favourites that come out recently, and that is the Nicolas Cage comedy film, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Now, it's a very interesting movie because it is very... If you like movies, you will like this movie because it's very much a version of Nicolas Cage that obviously doesn't exist in real life and is this film version of it, but it's just a very interesting insight. Not really an insight, but it basically it's really fucking funny, and it's kind of an action comedy, but it works well in the places you've got obviously Nicolas Cage as Nicolas Cage. You've got Pedro Pascal giving it his all in what I think is his best performance in a movie or TV series ever, because he's so fucking good at this movie. You've got Tiffany Haddish as and Ike Barinholtz as agents, both of which you unfortunately meet their demise at the end of the movie. But, and like I said, I think the main focal point of this movie is the fact that the chemistry between Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal is incredible. And I mean, absolutely incredible. They genuinely have the most chemistry I've seen between two actors on a screen in a very long time. And I would love to see these two do a movie again. I'd love to see them do a sequel to this movie or a TV series just about the two of these guys doing fun stuff, because... yeah, it was like they have the most fantastic chemistry. The story works quite well. Obviously, you've got a little bit of a cameo by Neil Patrick Harris in this movie as well. It's a great action comedy, but it's an action comedy through and through with a lovely dash of self-referential humour thrown in for good measure, which is nice. Genuinely, it was one of the movies I was looking forward to the most for a very long time. It's a movie that I actually, much like Cop Shop and a few other movies, I actually first discovered through its trailer being shown in front of a movie when I went to my local Odeon to watch a film. I can't remember for the life of me what movie it was, but it was played in front of a movie, and I was like, this looks... what is this? And why have I not heard about it until right fucking now? So yeah, I went home and looked at the trailers, and I saw it in cinemas. And now we're here. It's come out on DVD and Blu-ray in the United Kingdom, and I have the Blu-ray because, thankfully, it avoided the horrible stigma of being released on DVD exclusively in United fucking Kingdom, which we'll be making a video about that very, very soon. So look forward to that video coming soon, very soon, in the next couple of days. Also, I'm going to be making, literally today, soon, I'm going to be making a video about my thoughts on the Batgirl cancellation and the Batgirl situation, so look forward to that soon. But Massive Talent is so much fun. It has such a great story, but also it really is just really great comedy beats from both actors pushing themselves to the forefront. And it's not a peak of cinema movie, but it is one of the most entertaining films I've seen this year, and it is, I gave it 5 stars. I love it. I think it's some of the most fun I've had in the cinema, and it is, I think, one of the best movies of this year. It's brilliant, and it's, one of the few films that I think is just so different from everything that's being made today. You see hard action movies and horrors and thrillers, and then to get something like this fun, not quirky, but a fun little enjoyable comedy action flick is brilliant. It feels very much made for a modern audience with a lot of references to his older movies and stuff like that, and which is good to see because it makes the movie really. And no character feels underdeveloped or undermade, and that for me is what really pushes this movie to the absolute forefront. It is one of the best movies I've seen this year, and it's a movie I wholeheartedly love, personally. So I can't wait to watch it over and over again. I've watched it a couple of times since I bought it on Blu-ray. It's one of those times I've loved the movie even more. So yeah, it's just a fucking great movie. A movie I cannot wait to continue to explore in the future. But it's just one that I very much recommend you go and check out because it's so much fun to watch. Everyone's so funny. It is truly one of the most well constructed movies in terms of just like having a comedy action movie these days. They're not as common, and for me, this is one of the literally the best ones. It's one of my favourite movies of this year. It's fantastic, and Nicolas Cage gives a fantastic performance as himself here. But again, like I said, it's the chemistry between him and Pedro Pascal that really pushes this movie above and beyond what I've seen of other action comedies of recent. And I think for me, that's what makes me enjoy this movie the most. There's some genuinely great sequences and funny laughs that don't feel like jokes that are held on or hold on for too long, that are meant to make you like fart jokes and jokes that last a long time. None of that here. It's well put together humour, perfectly shot, perfectly edited. I think a great score by Mark Isham. Mark Isham. That's what I say it is. Again, it's not the best film music in the world, and it's really not the best music this year. But it fits the movie well because it's that kind of action, adventure-y comedy music that fits the movie well. Yeah, it's a great movie, and I highly recommend you can go and check it out. Tomorrow I'll be reviewing a movie that I've been meaning to go back and watch for a very long time, and that is 2021's Dune, a movie where I have expressed my opinion on various places to various people before, and it's one that I actually am very excited to talk about because I have myself in the position of I'm actually glad I'm covering this movie after the Oscars and stuff like that, because it's the focal point of my personal view of this movie, and we'll get into that tomorrow. And then on Saturday, I'm going to be talking everything Avatar. Yes, 2009 Avatar. And then Sunday, it is one of my favourites that I've recently discovered, Goodfellas. I cannot wait to discuss that movie because it is so fucking good. Yeah, thanks so much for watching my review of The Unbearable of Massive Talent. Please go and check it out. It's a fantastic movie. Flying Jumbo's the new single. It's out now. I feel privileged and humbled to have my music released alongside on the same night and evening. As many other great artists. It was interesting to see someone felt just like Archie, KSI, Barney Artist and Mr. Jukes, Nebula, MK Tenchel all had new music out, as well as the score from Bullet Train. So I feel very humbled and grateful to have my music come out. My Shitty Devil music come out on the same day as so many other great songs and so many great artists, along with so much other stuff as well, like the soundtracks to movies like Luck and Prey and 13 Lives. Sandman and the singles from I Am Groot and Rogue Agent. So I just feel so happy and privileged to have my music be alongside some of not only the best composers of recent composers like John Debony, Dominic Lewis, Benjamin Warfish, Sarah Schumer, David Buckley, Hannah Peel, and I can't remember his name, Daniel Lupi, but also also Eminem put out his Curtain Call 2 album, so I'm very it's a privilege to have my music out the same day as those people. So thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for those reviews. Bye bye for now.